Hey, how's it going? Welcome. And today I'm going to be going over the importance of pricing in Roblox. So the basis here. If you're a creator in Roblox, whether it be creating games, creating shirts, pants, or any other types of UGC items, you should price your products with care. There's a sweet spot with pricing to maximize your profits. Understanding supply and demand is maybe the first thing we should do. Besides limiteds, Roblox doesn't have a limit on the amount of supply for your products. This means that people can buy them as much as they want without running out of supply. This also means that the sole factors of the quantity purchased is based on the demand for your product and its price. This might be a little bit more confusing, but we're going to be diving a little bit more into this. But what it basically means is that the amount that is going to be purchased from your Game Pass or clothing or UGC items or whatever is going to be just based on its price and how bad people would want it, like its quality or something like that. All right, demand. Many of you might be new to the concept of demand. Demand is the desirability and willingness to buy a product. You can get a high demand for a product by doing some of these things. You can have a niche for your product, which niche is kind of like it's kind of a certain role. So it might be in a certain small category for your product. If it's one of a kind, it's going to have a higher demand because there's going to be nothing else like it, and people can only purchase yours. Highly desirable quality. If it has a really good quality, they're definitely going to want it. And the product is useful to the consumer. If it's really nice clothing and they're going to look nice, or it's going to be really helpful to them in a game, if it's a Game Pass, then they're probably going to want it. And low prices for your products is also going to increase your demand because more people are going to buy it because it's a lower price, obviously. But don't let this fool you though. The higher the demand doesn't mean you will get a larger profit. If you set your products to the lowest price, you might not earn as much Robux, but more people would buy it. So for example, your profit is going to equal your, like, how many people buy it times the price that they buy it at. And sometimes more people, you might get more profit if it was higher or if it was lower. It just depends on where your sweet spot for your pricing is. So what you should do is gauge your product's worth. You want to pick a price that will maximize your profits. You should be honest with the quality of your product. Nobody's going to buy an overpriced product that is useless and unappealing. The price of the product should be determined by how many people would want it and how willing you are to give them the product. How willing you are to give them the product is just the price that you think would be fair and kind of how it would reflect in your game. And we're going to get more into that. Since this is an unlimited amount of supply, the prices should reflect how rare you want your product to be. If everyone has the best Game Pass in your game, they might not want to buy the Game Pass. There's a reason they're buying your product, and it's because they don't already have it and others don't defaultly have it. They have to feel like they're really going to be gaining from what they buy. For example, if every single person had headless, would headless be popular if everyone could afford it? I mean, it's around, I believe, 30,000 or something like that. And if every single person could afford it, do you think it would really be that popular? I mean, I personally don't think so. Price should represent rarity and quality. Since there's an unlimited amount of people that can buy your products and there's an unlimited amount of product, price is the sole thing determining the rarity of your product. This means price is going to equal rarity. This also means that a low price is going to be equal to a low rarity and a high price is going to be equal to a high rarity. Quality should also be a factor when considering this price. People who are paying this higher price are expecting there to be a higher quality or higher advantage when they're buying your product. This means that quality is supposed to be equal to price equals rarity, and you should price it that way. I think that's probably one of the best ways to price your products. So there should be a balance of these three components. Your quality is supposed to be equal to your price, and which is supposed to be equal to your rarity. And yeah. Looking at competition. To help price your products, you can look at different competition. Your competition is someone that might sell the same product as you or something similar. You can look at successful people that have similar products to price around what they do. People aren't going to pay a higher price for some similar product that they can get for a lower price. If you know you have a better or worse quality product depending on your competition. You can price above or below your competition. Remember to be honest with your product's quality. If you have a niche product, like I said before, which has no competition, you can set your own price for the product market. You will be the market standard, just don't overprice your product. So this means that if you're one of a kind and you have no competition, then that means that you can set your price, but make sure it's not too overpriced where people won't buy it. But you can set a little bit of higher price if you're the only person that has the product. Having different price points. You can have different price points for different products that you might have. Different people have different prices that they can afford, but we also want to reward higher for higher price points. Each price point should be priced according to their quality and desired rarity. For example, low-priced products should have a lower quality and should give a smaller advantage if it's a product in a game. Middle-priced products should have a middle quality and should give a larger advantage than the lower-priced products if it's a product in a game. Higher-priced products should have a high quality and they should give a very, very large advantage if it's a product in a game. If it's a product in a game, make sure it doesn't ruin the player's experience while playing. The price trick. You don't really have to use this, but this was something I just added. People often will try to change the first number to make the person think that they're paying less. Since people read numbers left to right, they see the first number and it might be more willing to provide the product. This isn't really anything technical, it's just a little selling trick. For example, you might could change 500 to 499 or something like 50 to 49. The number appears to be less, and it is, but people are more willing to buy it because it looks like a lot less, because it's only one shy. As you see here, 500 is only one more than 499, but they might see the 4 and think it's a lot less than the 500. Also, for example, many stores in real life also use this trick. Scaling products. If you're selling a currency in your game or some type of different price quantities, you can give a bonus amount for them buying more. This will make the users want to buy a larger amount to earn a bonus. You first want to set a unit price for your amount and then increment the bonus amount. I set this little example here if you want to use this formula. And also I put some examples. So for example, if you have 50 Robux and you want to buy 500 gold, that would be our unit price. So this sets a unit price of 1 to 10, which means every 1 Robux is going to equal 10 gold. So this is just for example. I mean, you don't definitely have to use gold or anything like this, but this is just an example of how scaling products work. So next you might put a 10% bonus, and this just means that you're adding 10% of the 1 to 10. So in this, they're getting a 1 to 11. So for every 1 Robux that they spend, they're going to be getting 11 gold. And the 10% bonus is actually 100 gold bonus. So for example, 100 Robux is going to be 110 gold, and that's with the 10% bonus. And 250 Robux might be equal to 300 gold with the 20% bonus. Before it'd be 2,500, but we added 20% bonus, which is still also 1 to 12. So for every 1 Robux you spend, you're going to be getting 12 gold. And what this is just for is so that they're going to be willing to spend more in your game if there's going to be a bonus quantity, and this might could get you a little bit more profit. The importance of engagement. Don't make your game pay to win. If you have a Game Pass or developer product that is giving the person an uncrazy advantage that they might lose interest, these are made to help the person progress easier, but not to ruin their experience. Remember that the game is your core. Don't stray far from the core game with your products. It should keep the same basics with additional material or progression to a goal. Don't ruin the experience of others. It's okay to have a little fun Game Pass that might kill everyone once in a silly game, but don't make it repetitive. Don't make something that is going to destroy the experience of others. It's not worth ruining the experience of others just for that one person to have their enjoyment, even if they're paying for it. But I mean, you can do that, but just don't make it overwhelming. And yeah. So these are the average price points that I might I came up with these myself, and I think these kind of reflect how it is right now. So low-priced game passes might be between 25 to 175 Robux right now. Medium-priced game passes might be from 175 to 500, and high-priced might be above 500. That's what I've been seeing lately, and I think that's decently fair. I also added clothing, so low-priced clothing is just going to be the smallest, which is 5. Medium-priced clothing is going to be anywhere between probably around 15, but 15 to 75, anywhere between that, and high-priced is going to be 75 or over. And I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you guys learned something from this. Thanks for watching, everybody. Peace.